Om Shanti. So when you sit in the meditation, are you able to detach from your body and things that you have, or do they still keep coming to your mind? So how many of you are able to detach? Yes, so we have to understand that basically we have programmed ourselves into this attachment, and then this attachment is causing a lot of sorrow. So what do we do with this attachment? Now let's see what Baba is saying today. There is something that Baba says today which is very interesting. Baba says, at this time, everything causes sorrow. And in the golden age, everything gives happiness. At this time, everything causes sorrow. And in the golden age, everything gives happiness. Now you see, if I ask you today, are you sorrowful and afraid? Then many people say yes. Mostly they say yes. And what are you afraid or worried or sorrowful about? Then they say everything. Everything. I'm worried about my body, my finances, my relationships. I'm worried about my mind, because my mind is also not in control these days. So you're worried about everything these days. And everything has become a source of sorrow. And in the golden age, everything is a source of happiness. And it is very interesting to know this and actually realize this. And Baba says, what is the difference between whatever is here right now and whatever is there in the golden age? Why is everything making you sorrowful now? And why is everything giving you happiness in the golden age? The reason is very simple. There are two reasons. One thing is, everything is tamo pradhan, which is everything is in a degraded state. The elements of nature, souls, the status of relationships, and everything that is created with the 5 elements of nature, it's in a degraded state. This is one reason why everything is causing sorrow. And the second reason is, you have vices within you. You have lust, ego, anger, attachment, greed. And the biggest reason is attachment. Because you are attached to the tamo-pradhan body, you are attached to the tamo-pradhan relationships, you are attached to the tamo-pradhan way of, the finances. So this is why you are always in sorrow. Now Baba says, if you want to be happy and create a world of happiness, then what you have to do is, you have to finish your attachment first. And then you connect your buddhi with the purifier, Baba. And then you become an instrument to purify everything around you. So you are the game changer, or at least the, the potential game changer. Even if you're not exercising that power right now, you are the potential game changer, and This is what you can do. You can just detach from everything, and then that won't be able to cause you sorrow. And then you can attach to Baba, draw that energy from him, the energy of purity, and you can actually become an instrument to purify everything around you. Now, how do you do this? Now you see that when we thought of detachment in earlier times, in the times of sadhus and sannyasis, we thought that detachment means leave everything and go. Yes? But Baba doesn't suggest that path. Why? Because Baba knows why you are where you are, and you cannot dismiss that. So, Baba says that if you run away from where you are, then the things and the places and the people, they will run after you in your mind and heart. So you cannot run away from them. That's not how it works. So Baba says you have to stay within that setup. You have to do the job that you are doing. You have to live with the people you're living. You have to live in the circumstances you are living. Because that is a reflection of your karmic accounts. And karmic accounts don't get finished by dismissing them or just by running away from them. It's a very beautiful law. You run away from your karma, it runs after you. It doesn't go away if you run away from it. It just runs after you until it again catches hold of you. So you have to settle them. Until you settle them, they'll keep running after you. Yes, so I will give you a very simple example of what I'm talking about. So, there is this brother who came to me and said, I cannot live with my wife under one roof. So I said, does she cook your food? He said, no. Do you live in the same room these days? No. Do you give her your money? No. Then why can't you live under the same roof? So he said, I just can't bear to see her. So I said, okay, don't see her, divide spaces, and stop thinking about her. Live under the same roof, divide your space, stop thinking about her. He said, I can't stop thinking about her. So I said, why? So he said, I just can't stop thinking about her because she's in the same space. So I said, no, you can't stop thinking about her because you can't stop thinking about her. Not because of the same space. That has got nothing to do with the space. It is a karmic account you have. And until you learn how to live in the same space and not think about her, or think about her in a nice way, you cannot run away and be in peace anywhere. That's how it works. So, when there is a karmic account, your emotions, your mind, everything will be attached to an object, a person, anything. And then you cannot be in peace until that is settled. That is, you have done what you have to do, you have exchanged the energy that is required in that relationship and finished that account, and you are in a place where you don't get emotional about a person. You have positive feelings. So there is the feeling of respect, love, belonging, that we belong to the same parent, God, there is all these positive feelings, but no negative emotions, neither of attraction nor of hate. So when there are no negative feelings, no strong, passionate feelings, that is when you understand that the karmic account is settled. And then it can move to a beautiful thing. So Baba never suggests that you run away from your karmic accounts. Because if you run away from them, they will run after you. So what you do is, what do you do then? Yes, so you are in a place where you have these passionate feelings about your job, your relationships, your work, everything. And so you can't leave them and be in peace. And then because you are attached, you are experiencing so much of sorrow. So then Baba gives us a very simple formula. And let me read out that formula that Baba is giving. Now today in the Murli, Baba says something very interesting. Baba says that when a child is born, so the child requires a set of parents, and then the child also requires a teacher, and then the child requires a guru also. So there are 3 authorities that the child is made to surrender to. Yes, until he becomes capable of continuing on his own. So you are given a parent. Why? Because the child is not capable of going about life on his own. So you have a set of parents. They give you, they provide you with what you need in order to become healthy and stable and powerful. And then you need a teacher to educate you in what is what, because you don't know much about the scheme of things around you. And then you need a teacher to tell you what is what and educate you into the laws and other things. And then you need, and in the world you not only need one teacher, you need several teachers sometimes. And then you need a guru who gives you the sense that there is an afterlife and then you have to continue. So what do you do for continuity? So that guru gives you all that guidance. Now Baba says, you may not be a child with respect to your physical body right now. Yes, so, and sometimes you feel that you don't need a parent, teacher or guru right now. Many of you might be teachers yourselves. Yes, many of you might be parents yourselves. And maybe somebody is a guru also themselves. Yes, so I once gave a course to someone who was a priest in some religion. So you may be a guru in some ways, or you may be a teacher, or you may be a parent physically. But then Baba says, you need me as your parent, teacher and guru, because when it comes to your identity as a soul, you are in very poor health right now. So you need a lot of sustenance. When it comes to your identity as a soul, you know nothing about spiritual laws, so you need to be educated. And then you know nothing about how to move to a world of peace and happiness. So you go to the guru for peace and happiness. So Baba says, as a soul, you know nothing about how to move to that world of peace and happiness. And so you need the Satguru also. And Baba says that I am your parent, teacher and Satguru. And do you know that Baba uses these 3 words a lot in the Murli, that I am your parent, teacher and Satguru. And I often used to wonder what is so great about these three relationships. And I did a lot of manthan about it in the morning meditation today. That why does Baba always mention that I am your father, teacher, Satguru? What is so special about these three relationships? And then what I figured out today is that these three relationships in the world require complete surrender. So these three relationships are one of great authority. And you don't question your father, you don't question your teacher, you don't question your guru. You do as they say. So we are conditioned that way. Yes, and that is the conditioning with which we come to Baba. So Baba says, your relationship with me right now has to be that of surrender. So I am your father, I am your teacher, and I am your Satguru, and you, the soul, have to surrender to me completely. And when you do that, then I will make you healthy enough, capable enough, strong enough to lead the world for 21 births. 2500 years, you will need no one. I will make you so capable, so healthy, so strong. So this is what Baba's education, Baba's sustenance, and Baba's guidance will do for us. But Baba says, if you just accept me as your all in all, so that is, you just surrender to me and submit to my authority, then I will be able to make you capable enough to continue for 21 births on your own. But you have to surrender. And Baba says, before surrendering, you have to become the one that you are. So, I am the parent, teacher, and Satguru of this soul. So, first, you have to become a soul. Yes, you have to remind yourself that you are a soul. And then surrender to me. And Baba says, and then you have these attachments to people, places, things, and stuff, or the work you do, or the position you have. Then what do? You surrender yourself to me, and you surrender all that you think is yours to me. You surrender yourself to me, and you surrender all that you think is yours to me. Yes, so I belong to Baba. So what does I belong to Baba mean? Note this very carefully. I belong to Baba means my mind, my buddhi, and my sanskars operate on the directions of Baba. Yes, so my mind doesn't create a single thought that Baba doesn't allow. My buddhi doesn't go anywhere that Baba doesn't allow. And my sanskars are those that are Baba's sanskars. So I do not use the sanskars that are Ravan's property. I use the sanskars that Baba has given me. Yes, so we have all the sanskars. We have Ravan's property and we have Baba's sanskars also. So let me use my father's property, not the enemy's property. So this is when you say, I belong to you. I, the soul, belong to you. And then whatever I have belongs to you. That is, whatever I have also is used on your directions. So this body, whatever money I have, whatever time I have, the mind I have, every resource I have, my post, position, designation, I use on your directions. I do not misuse them. Now, what are Baba's directions? Baba's directions are, your mind should always remember me. Your buddhi should always have only one picture, that is mine. You should also be the master ocean of love, purity, peace. And then your body should be used for service. Yes, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, everything has to be used for service. And it doesn't have to be used for sensual pleasure. Because sensual pleasure is making you an addict. All sensual engagement is making you into an addict. So Baba says, do not see vicious things or things that excite lust, ego, anger, attachment, greed in you through the eyes. Do not hear stuff that incites these feelings. Yes, do not use your mouth to express your anger or your ego. So let your body be my instrument, not the instrument of the vices. Right now, what is your body? Your body is an instrument of the vices. Correct? So your body is helping your lust, your ego, your anger, your attachment, your greed to manifest. So Baba says, surrender everything to me. Just look at wealth. So much of your wealth is spent in a greedy way. Just look around, look at your house, and look at all the things that you bought and did not use, or maybe used once or twice. How much of such stuff do you have? Yes, a lot of it. Yes, you even have 10 rooms in the house, or 5 rooms, or 4 rooms, or maybe 2 rooms, and you use only one. But it's all there. And what made you buy it? It's greed. It's not need. So your wealth is becoming an instrument of Maya. Yes, and I will tell you one thing. These days, your mind is becoming an instrument of greed. And people are engaging in business, which is like, I don't want to name any business, but there are businesses which kind of occupy your mind all day. So you keep looking at the numbers going up and down, and you just keep evaluating whether you are making a profit or a loss, and all your day is consumed in that. And what do you earn at the end? Nothing much. Nothing much. And then what have you lost? You've lost all your peace of mind. There was this brother, and he used to come for the course, and he couldn't put his laptop down. He would just keep holding the laptop, and then he would keep listening to the course, and then keep doing something on the laptop. And then I said, don't you have a break in any time of the day? He said, no, Didi, no break. I always have to keep monitoring the numbers. And then if you just check what you made as a profit in the whole lifetime, I don't know whether you will be in a profitable position also or not. But every second I am in profit, I am in loss. Every day I am in profit, I am in loss. And then what about the aggregate? Maybe when you look at the aggregate, it's nothing. But your mind is becoming an instrument of greed. Your wealth is becoming an instrument of greed, and you're spending very viciously. And then you have money, and then your mind cannot be at rest because you have the money and you can't travel. Yes, you have the money and you can't travel. And then your mind keeps saying that, what is the use of all this money if I can't travel? And it gives you sorrow. If somebody doesn't have money, no problem, no travel, very happy. And I will tell you one very interesting incident. There was this brother, and his business was in a lot of loss, and then he was very unhappy when he used to come to the center. And every day he would tell me, Didi, why is Baba not doing something for my business? I said, I don't know, maybe your business is not Baba's business right now. So you make your business Baba's business, then he will do something about it. But anyway, he kept complaining. And then when the coronavirus came, and after some months, he was very happy. So I said, why are you happy? So he said, everyone's business has crashed. So I am in a better position now. So I feel good about things right now. So you see, this miserable situation became a source of happiness because he did not have money. He was not doing well. So he became happy in this situation. And then people who had money, they thought they are losing it. So it gave them a sense of loss, and it gave them a sense of, feeling that I have the money and I can't use it, and then you were miserable. So you see, everybody's experience is so different in these times. And based on what? Based on your stage. So whatever stage you are in, that is creating your experience. So Baba in the Murli today says that this body, this relationships, this wealth, everything is becoming a source of sorrow and vices for you. Yes, your relationships are becoming a huge source of sorrow because you are afraid about losing the loved ones and their health and other stuff. So now Baba says, just surrender everything to me. You have only one thing inside you. I am a soul. I belong to Baba, and everything else also belongs to Baba. And I don't have any attachment in anything. I have to just take care of everything, be a trustee, and do the job of taking care of my body, my wealth, my, the people that are there in my relationships, everything. I have to take care of them, but take care of them according to Srimad, according to Baba's directions. Yes, so I have to take care of the family, but Baba's direction is do not be attached. I have to take care of the needs and buy the things of needs with the wealth, but Baba's direction is do not spend even one penny out of greed, or do not waste any money in things that are not useful, because whenever you waste something, then it causes a burden inside you. It creates a burden inside you, a karmic burden of wastage. And can you see that we are actually reaping the fruits of the seeds of wastage that we have sown? So we have wasted so much of nature's resources and used so much for greed. And that is what we are paying for right now. Yes, because man created wealth, and then he used wealth, and then he gave the power to the wealthy. So the wealthy exploited that which was not their own. And then that's coming back to us. So Baba says, Everything is there for you to use, but you are not allowed to abuse. You're not allowed to abuse your body. You're not allowed to abuse your relationships for emotional comfort. You're not allowed to abuse your wealth to just, fulfill your whims and fancies or your idea of happiness. So this is about abuse that Baba warns us. And Baba says, you're not allowed to abuse. And if you abuse, you'll pay. And we are paying right now. And this is the payment that we are making for all the abuse we have done under the influence of vices and greed. So Baba says that first thing is you understand that it's not your property. It's my property given to you in trust. So you're not allowed to abuse it. Second thing is you put it in good karma. So you make good use of it. Make good use of your body. Your body can be used to create so much of good karma, give so much of sukh to people. You can cook with your hands in the remembrance of Baba and feed people and make them connect with Baba. You can look at them with purity and genuine love, spiritual love, and heal their hearts. And you can make them connect with Baba in this way. So Baba says, use your body for the purpose that it has been given to you. Your eyes can serve, your ears can serve, your mouth can serve. How do you think the spiritual service is going on? It's through the mouth we are speaking. How did you come to know about Baba? How did you come to know about yourself? Through words. Baba says your mouth can do wonders. It can make a soul connect with itself and with Baba. Use your mouth for that service. Use your body to create an atmosphere, create things and, create stuff that makes you get closer to Baba. So Baba says, use your body in a worthwhile way. Use your mind in a worthwhile way. First is don't abuse it. Then use it also, because if you don't use it also, that's also abuse. If you don't use it for the right way, for the right purpose, then you are wasting it. So Baba says, don't waste the capacity of your body. Use it productively. And then use your mind productively. So create the thoughts, feelings and emotions that are high energy and then radiate it into the atmosphere by creating them inside. Today in the slogan, Baba says, just keep creating good wishes and good feelings. Good wishes and good feelings for anyone you see, anywhere you are. And if there is no one, just keep creating good wishes and good feelings for your body, for everything around you, for this world. And in this way, you will keep accumulating. So Baba says you don't even have to go anywhere. Your mind can become an instrument for accumulation and good karma. Yes? Your mouth can become an instrument for good karma. Say words that uplift people, encourage souls. Yes? So instead of saying you know nothing about anything, you can just say how good you are at this. And that is good karma. It doesn't require a lot of effort. But how many times do you keep saying you know nothing about anything? And how many times do you say you're putting in your best and I appreciate that? So it's just one thought, one word that can change the whole game. And then Baba says, A, don't abuse it, to put it to good use, create good karma, and with the wealth also. Baba says, don't abuse it and don't use it for your whims and fancies And don't try to fill the hole in your soul by stuffing it with things and food and other things that money can buy, which is what we are doing. So people think that if you spend a lot, you will become happy somehow magically. Yes, buy, and you will be happy. But Baba says, no, that's not how happiness is arrived at. And Baba says, use your wealth for good karma, use your wealth for seva. God's task is going on and it requires money. Baba says, invest your wealth in that. And Baba says, use your relationships, the power of your relationship, to connect souls to themselves and to Baba. There are people who listen to you, really. Yes, that is the power of your relationship. And when somebody listens to you, that's a very big opportunity for you. Use that power of relationship to connect them to their spiritual strength and Baba. So Baba says, this is how you surrender everything to me and just use everything in trust and follow my directions while you operate with them. And then by doing so, you can create good karma out of it. And also Baba says, in this process, your accounts will be settled. Your karmic accounts will also get settled, because your karmic accounts were getting aggravated because you were using these people, places, stuff, everything, relationships, wealth, under the influence of vices. Now when you start using them under the influence of Shrimat, then Baba says your karmic accounts will go from negative to positive, and you will actually incur a positive karmic account rather than the one that you have to settle. So Baba says this is the way to do it. And where does it begin? It begins with you knowing that you are a soul and Baba is your parent, teacher and Satguru, and completely surrendering to him. And then doing as he says in all spheres. So this is the way. And then Baba in the blessing today says, in order to transform any impure atmosphere and to burn the germs of old sanskars, constantly have the awareness, I am a master son of knowledge. The sun's duty is to give light and to burn rubbish. So continue to carry out this task with the power of knowledge and yoga and your elevated activities. If the power is less, the knowledge will just give light and the germs of old sanskars will not be destroyed. Therefore, first of all, become powerful with yoga tapasya. So, Baba says that what does the sun do? The sun gives light, and the sun also has the power to burn impurities. Yes? So, Baba says that I am the sun, and you can draw two things from me, light and might. Okay? What is light? The light of Baba is knowledge. And what is might of Baba? Might is spiritual power which makes you win over your deficiencies or your impurities. Right? Now Baba says, light Baba gives us every day in the Murli. Correct? So light is freely available. But if you want the might, you have to connect with Baba. Just like you see, there is an experiment we used to do as children. We used to take a lens and concentrate the sunlight on it. and then the paper under it would burn. Yes, and some very cruel children used to do what, They used to find an ant and then focus that light on the ant. Okay, so that also children used to do. And you see that anything can burn with concentrated light. So Baba says, the free light of knowledge is given to you every day in the Murli. And then if you want to have might that burns your inner impurities, then you concentrate your man and buddhi on me, the source. And then you will draw in the might. So with the yoga, you will draw in the might. And with this tapasya, you will be so powerful that you will be able to burn the weaknesses and impurities inside you. And Baba says, if you only have light and no might, so sometimes children say that I know that this is not what Baba is wanting me to do, but I'm not able to help it. So that is a stage when you have light but no might. So Baba says what you do in that case is, you spend your time and energy in doing some tapasya and accumulating the might. And then you will not be in a stage where you say, I know, but I can't do. You will say, I know and I can do. Okay? Shanti.